We all love the idea of us swimming in peaceful waters. Whether we prefer the sea, or a lake, or a pool, swimming is something that gives us serenity, and for many people, it's a feeling they wouldn't exchange with anything else in the world. But there are some places it might look very attractive to swim in, but in reality, they're deadly. Today, we present to you the top 7 places you should never, ever swim in. Number 1 is Boiling Lake. As you can probably understand by the name, swimming in the boiling lake is not a good idea. The Boiling Lake is located in Montreuil Piton National Park, a World Heritage Site on the island of Dominica. It's filled with bubbling, grayish-blue water that's usually enveloped in a cloud of vapor. The Boiling Lake is a flooded fumarole, generally located within the vicinity of a volcano which emits steam and gases escaping from the molten magma below. In other words, the lake has a large sinkhole-like basin. If you view it from above, you can see high rock walls surrounding it, creating the basin, and the freaky colored water that boils, which resembles a pot of water cooking on a stove. The area is known to have been filled with vapors and gases that escape from bubbling and boiling sulfur water pots, small spraying and hissing geysers, cracks and holes, and a small stream that runs through and beneath the terrain. Tiny invisible sprays of steam will easily burn your ankle or foot, so we don't want to imagine what could happen if you actually went in for a dive, although it wouldn't be hard not to. Number 2, the Hanapepe Beach. This beautiful beach is located on Kauai's Na Pali coast in the Hawaiian Islands. During summer, the sandy shoreline is visible, but during winter, you can't see it due to high tides and dangerous, powerful waves. On the trail to the beach, there's a warning sign that says you shouldn't go near the water, then uses tally marks to say how many visitors had died there. And that number's 82 as of August of 2014, just so you know. Now, why is this beach so dangerous, I can hear you asking? Well, in the event that one gets caught in a rip current, the nearest safe shore is 6 miles away, and the currents in the region are so powerful that the bodies of at least 15 drowning victims have yet to be recovered. You definitely don't want to be added to that list now, do you? Number 3 is the Gulf of Mexico. In reality, the Gulf waters are supposed to be free of sea snakes because they usually stay within the Pacific side. But the past couple of years, they've been making their way over to the Gulf of Mexico. Even though the UAE residents only hear warnings about staying away of these creatures found in the sand, these elusive sea snakes can appear dead when they wash up on the beach, when in reality they're very much alive. They just have more difficulty moving in the sand. Researchers have found more than 10 different species of sea snakes living in the Gulf, which makes the waters extremely dangerous for the people that love swimming there. Although the sea snakes are not likely to attack humans unless provoked, we can't imagine a scenario where we see one and remain calm enough in order not to provoke them. I mean, what if they are angry anyway on that day? Plus, they catch prey mainly by detecting vibrations or sounds or smell. The vision's not that important to them. So most definitely we can provoke them with our screams, and we will most definitely let one out if we ever see one while swimming. Number 4 is the Blue Lake. This amazingly beautiful karst spring is located in the Kabardino-Balkaria in the Caucasus Mountains of South Russia, and it's 235 meters in length, 135 meters wide, and 258 meters deep. Although it's not the largest karst in the world, the first one being the Zaiho Tenkang, it is the second largest. Now let's go see the weird facts about this fairy tale lake. Whatever the weather is outside, the water temperature always remains at a steady 9 degrees Celsius. Although the water hasn't yet fully been identified, but about 70 million liters of water flow out daily and create a small river. In the local Balkar language, the lake is called Serik Kel, which can be translated as rotten, pointing to the not-so-pleasant smell of the hydrogen sulfide that's in the water. The deep, dreamy color of the lake comes from the high concentration of hydrogen sulfide and makes the lake totally uninhabitable by fish. But apart from the facts, the Blue Lake is also surrounded by myths and folklore, and the most ancient one is that of a dragon that was defeated there by a local hero who hit him with an arrow, causing the dragon to fall on the mountain range, and then his tears flooded the place around it, creating the lake. Some people go as far as to suggest the reason nobody managed to reach the bottom of the lake The dragon prevents them. Number 5 is Grootsby. This is one of the places in South Africa that you do not want to swim. The reason's pretty simple. The Grootsby beaches look absolutely stunning, but would you really want to take the chance to swim in a place where the coastal stretch is also known as the Great White Shark Capital? We guess no. But a lot of divers find the area to be extremely interesting because of the underwater attractions, and there are, of course, lots of places to go shark cage diving, if for some inexplicable reason you're into that sort of thing. Although, on the other hand, if you absolutely must have a taste of the waters there, we guess that diving in a special cage is better than swimming without protection, because from April to October, many of the sharks swim very close to the coast. Number 6 is the Ganges River. The Ganges River is considered sacred because, according to Hindu legend, the Milky Way became this earthly body of water to wash away humanity's sins, which is in itself a fascinating reason to want to visit it. And although it might have definitely been that in the past, today you'll find yourself disappointed if you go there expecting beautiful water that you can swim in. The Ganges River is currently one of the most polluted rivers on the planet, and in it you can find a mixture of urban sewage, animal waste, pesticides, fertilizers, industrial metals, and rivulets of ashes from cremated bodies. Now, unless you want to swim and all that, it's safer to stay on the shore. As one professor of biochemical engineering at the Indian Institute of Technology said, the bacteria levels are astronomically high. But although it's common knowledge nowadays, especially for the locals, many pilgrims continue to bathe there, and not only that, also drink the water from the river. As one pilgrim said, "Ganga is our mother. Drinking her water is our fate. If you have faith, you are safe." Number 7 is the Cenote Escaletto. Also known as the Temple of Doom, the Cenote Escaletto is a very popular but also dangerous diving site. It's located just beyond the famous Tulum ruins in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. This diving site has many caverns and tight passageways, which even the most experienced divers can prove to be dangerous. One of the reasons for this is there's no ladder down into the cave network, so your only option is just go for it and dive in. But once you're below, the troubles don't end. It's very easy to get disoriented, and as a result, to get lost and then run out of air. Don't think we're making this up. This is what exactly happened to a father and son in this cave. So there you have it, the top 7 places you should never, ever try to swim in. Have you ever visited any of them? And if you did, what was your experience? And if not, would you like to visit any of those and why? Tell us about it in the comments. And don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.